The wait is finally here. The first part of the Season 1 finale has come in the form of a review from RRPG himself. Yeah, that guy is me. What's up, and welcome to my review of episode 25 of the Ninja Turtles cartoon. We only had the calm before the storm throughout the whole season, but the invasion of the Kraang from Dimension X begins. Here's episode 25, which is part 1 of Booyaka Showdown. Or just Showdown for short. Our episode begins with the Kraang receiving a message from their leader called Kraang Prime that the invasion of planet Earth must begin. Hence-wise, the Kraang begin preparations to summon the Technodrome to arrive through the portal. At the sewer lair, Donnie and April notice the communicator device is going haywire, and he summons his brothers to his lab to learn of what is going on. After some translation and work done based on the information from the device, the Turtles and April learn that the Kraang will begin their invasion in 6 hours' time. Splinter comes in and gives his blessing for his sons to save their world from the invasion, and foretells Leonardo that he must complete his mission no matter what he must accomplish or sacrifice in order to get the job done. As they all leave, Dr. Kirby O'Neill heard the conversation and transmits the indication to the Kraang via the chip on the back of his neck. Next, the Turtles undergo a montage to prepare for the fight, such as Raph gearing up with so much of his arsenal, Donnie constructing some flight gear, Mikey bringing in Metalhead out of retirement, and Leo strategizing their plans for them all. As they leave, April asks Splinter why he did not go with them. This causes Splinter to be prideful in saying that he is only the teacher and must prepare his sons for the possible outcomes, and that he doesn't have the time to explain his ways to a child like April, much to him having a bit of regret after what he said. April becomes distraught towards Splinter's answer, but her father comes over and asks where the Turtles are. She explains everything, and her father says that they are in trouble because the Kraang already know that they are coming. As they leave to go warn them in person, Splinter asks April where she is going, to which she complies that she cannot stand by and do nothing while the Turtles are out there fighting and risking their lives in the process. However, this turns out to be a trap in the subway as Kirby leads his daughter to the Foot Clan as they restrain the girl thanks to Karai's instructions to him. She then tells him to deliver a message from Shredder to Splinter with a couple of Mousers that are next to them, and he leaves while the Foot Clan begin to take their hostage to the Kraang. At the surface, the Turtles begin their flight to the TCRI building and make a successful infiltration to the inside. Back at the lair, Splinter meditates with him thinking of April's words, and he puts his guard up when he sees Kirby by himself. After demanding where April is, Splinter receives a message from Shredder via the Mousers, and the mind-controlled Kirby and killer robots leave away, with the Master Ninja conflicted by the invitation. As the Turtles make an unsuccessful attempt at blowing up the portal the first time around, they end up having to fight Kraang droids, and even General Trag has shown up to cause trouble. In the meantime, Splinter arrives at the Shredder's lair to save April, and he flawlessly defeats the Foot Ninja as well as Fishface and Dog Pound, as they could not lay a finger on him at all. Splinter goes over to April to free her, but notices that she is only a hologram via the Mouser. Coming to know that this was a trap for him, Shredder informs Yoshi that April is already with the Kraang, and they will settle their confrontation once and for all. Splinter becomes shocked to learn of the union between the Foot and the Kraang, and braces himself to prepare for his fight with Oroku Saki. Back at TCRI, the Turtles continue to have their struggle with the Kraang, and Donnie works on hacking into the portal to deactivate a force field surrounding it. However, the gun that Leo uses to hack away Trag's limbs ends up empty of juice, and he tells his brothers to escape as he makes a daunting effort to destroy the portal by breaking the power cell into pieces. The risk paid off. The power cell is destroyed along with the portal, and Leo manages to escape from a rat's whisker with Raph giving him a helping hand. Our heroes may believe that they saved the day, but too bad they didn't stop the portal in time as the Technodrome is already hovering right before them. What will our heroes do now? Well, you'll have to see part 2 for yourself as part 1 has already concluded. So far, the Season 1 finale is already going off to a great start. It may not have given the answers with what we are wanting to learn, but it does give us some significant and dire outcomes that will make the fight continue on to the next episode. Now, let us talk about the good and bad, my friends. First of all, the setup for thwarting off the Kraang invasion is enough to grip anyone into the episode. Everything from within the montage only tells the viewer how much this episode is going to be a shell of a good one. Man, I keep using that pun quite a lot before this episode, and even now, but I can't stop because it is so turtly awesome! Eh? Look what I did right there! And not to mention, I think this is the third time after the two before the Season 1 finale where I said that phrase, so I give myself a mid-air high 3 for that. Okay, let's continue. And also, everything that went on during the TCRI building raid, from the flight to the building, Metalhead's combat, and the outdoor infiltration had many good moments that there are too many to count. Some of the gags in the episode, such as using a pigeon to bypass a security camera, Donnie rebuttaling with screams whenever he gets into so much stress, and Raph's homage to the Batman story arc Nightfall when throwing a Kraang down from a high ledge. What? You think I was going to say that Raph broke a Kraang droid's leg motors? I'm not that dark, although it would have been pretty awesome if he did that. Not to mention, the build-up before Splinter and Shredder have their confrontation will make anyone beg for it to immediately happen, and even when April gets taken away by the Kraang. I know I may say that her falling as a damsel in distress has been done to death in every incarnation of her character, but this is one where you can brush that tiff aside, as it makes you wonder why she is important to the Kraang to begin with. I also gotta mention that I was right that the Technodrome made it for the 2012 series. Yes! Its design is very similar to the redesign in the movie Turtles Forever, and it gives me goosebumps for seeing it in whole at the end of the episode. Glad to have you back, Technodrome. Now, where's Bebop and Rocksteady, and we'll all be set. Finally, the action is truly the thing that came out on top this time around. From the Turtles fighting the Kraang and Trag at TCRI, while Splinter dismantles the Foot along with Fishface and Dog Pound, everything is blistering with eye candy. It's all action, explosions, and everything done right in what we love about the Ninja Turtles since 1984. There was so much good in the episode, but what about the bad? I can only think of one thing, the setup for April's departure. Why? It's too predictable as to what was going to happen. If we saw something where Kirby was luring April without even noticing her, it would have added to the suspense. Now, your argument could be that what was shown would be enough to lure her, but her trusting her father too much can give off the notion that she is spoiled, and she'll listen to whatever he says. Then again, she is his daughter, after all. Also, why didn't she use her training to free herself from the Foot? She could have done that to get away, so why make her submit to their restraint? I don't know. But aside from that, I can't speak anything else that went wrong with the episode, as it was bodacious to the T. The action is delivered as some of the best by far, and everything that started off began with great promise. Episode 25 is enough to be awarded the perfect score treatment with a 10 out of 10. I would say that part 1 of this finale is just as good as the 3-part season 3 finale of the 1987 cartoon. Everything in the build-up to part 2 of this show brings up so many high notes. Go watch it now as I give you a turtle-rific blessing like no other. Yeah, bad pun again. Okay guys, part 1 of the season 1 finale of the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon has been complete. Be sure to stay tuned for part 2 as I talk about part 2 of the season 1 finale next time. Will it have a strong delivery like part 1? Just wait and see, as you may be surprised as to what I have to say. In the meantime, be sure to rate and favorite this video, leave your positive and negative feedback down in the comments, and subscribe to my channel for more content you won't find anywhere else. This is RRPG signing off, and I'll catch you later for part 2. Kraang Prime's true face is revealed, as well as Splinter's fight against Shredder happens next time.